everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am finally back. All my family are gone out of town now. If you don't know, my parents live about 12 hours away, and I recently had a baby girl, and so my whole family was here for about 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So they're finally gone, and now I have free time, my own time to film and clean my house and just relax. So today I'm going to do the entire walkthrough of my July budget, and I'm going to do my July budget on camera here as well. So if you have bought my budget sheets on my Etsy shop, this is how you can set up your budget binder, but you can set it up however you want to. A disclaimer, I am being quiet because my daughter is in her swing. I'm in the living room. This is kind of like a throwback setup because I don't usually film here, but yeah, it's going back to what I used to do. Anyways, let's just get right into it. So this is my budget binder. So just a cheap one from the dollar store. I think this is from when I was still in high school, so it's pretty old. I have my monthly set up, my debt progress, and then going into my months. So July is at the back here. Right at the front, I have my July goals. If you haven't checked out my Instagram, I posted a photo of this. So if you don't follow me already, please do, because I have way more information on my budget journey there. So check that out. Everything will be in the description box below as well. So I start out my budget with these printables of these monthly budgets from printacalendar.com. For July, I print off 2, as you can see here. The first one is to show you guys my bills, such as this. I do paydays in the little cloud here and the bills in the colored here. This idea is from the Budget Mom, so I love her method. So I just simply do that on my own on a calendar such as this. Next is my no spend tracker. I will show you also what that looks like. It looks like this. The days that I did not spend money, I fill in with the purple highlighter, and the days that I do, I total what I spent for the entire day, and that's what I put in the middle. So I haven't colored in these days, and yeah, for me, I got 19 days, which is awesome. I haven't done June's yet, so I'm a little bit behind on there. Next is my monthly budget, and these sheets are from my Etsy shop if you're wondering. And then I have 2 bi-weekly budgets. Usually I will have the monthly views and then the daily spending trackers, and then going into the budgets or the weekly spender. I just haven't printed off those sheets yet because I don't have any ink left. And then after my bi-weekly budgets, then I have my monthly debt update. So I am missing a few pages in my July budget right now, but that is because I ran out of ink. So I'm going to pick up ink in the next couple days, probably on Friday when my July budget starts. So then I will have those sheets in then. So let's just go right to the monthly budget. I'm going to zoom you guys in. Sorry for my last couple videos that have not been zoomed in and you guys had trouble seeing it, but I am going to do that. And hopefully by tilting the page, it won't distract you guys or be annoying because I need to tilt it to right. So I'm gonna adjust the camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, I hope this setup isn't too annoying, and sorry if my tripod keeps bouncing around everywhere. This isn't the best setup ever, but here we go. So the month is July. So I first start off with filling out the income part. So let's start with that. So hubby is first. And I always budget $3,000. It's sometimes more, sometimes less, so 3,000 is a really good number for us to write. Myself, it's $1,172. I get paid $5.86 bi-weekly, and I am on maternity leave, if you guys are wondering. In Canada, it's a year maternity leave, so I will be having this income for the next year. And child tax benefit, again, I live in British Columbia, Canada, so we get a child tax benefit for every child that we have. It's like a monthly allowance type of thing for you to get supplies and diapers, whatever you need. So I get $373.60. That is just for my son, so my daughters should be coming in the next couple months, so I'll get a big back pay on that. So I will have almost $1,000 in back pay from that, so that'll be good, but that'll be in the next couple months. Variable is 0. Sorry if you guys can hear my daughter squeaking in the background. She's kind of waking up now, but let's get on with this. So totaling that is $4,545.60. I have done all the math previous just because it's easier for me to film with my kids. So, and bills, let's get into my rent is due on the 1st, and that is $1,000. Our Jeep payment, it has, it's every bi-weekly period, so whenever my husband gets paid, it hits, so it has 2, really, so I'm not going to write anything there. So $534.66. Our gas bill, this is natural gas for our house. It's due on the 15th. I have made this equalized payments for both my gas and electrical. So it's, if you guys also don't know, in BC you can equalize your payments. So for 3 months it's the same cost, and then they reevaluate after those 3 months, and then give you a new total. So right now for the next 3 months it's going to be $50. I think I'm on month 2 already, so that'll be 1 more month. Jeep insurance, and that is the 5th. My husband's car insurance went up, so this will go up as well. Like, he got a notice for his car, so I don't know when that'll change, but I will make sure to tell you guys if it and when it changes. Internet, this changed a couple months ago and it increased to $95.20. Electrical, it's due on the 9th, and again equalized payments, so it's $135. And iTunes is on, let's see here, the 25th. That is $135. Car insurance is on the 18th. That is $93.41. Cell phones, that's the 27th, and that is $218.40. My bank fees are the 31st. Then we have my credit card. That is due on the 20th. Then my US credit card. It's on the 31st, and that is $200. So I will do that total after because I have to move a couple of my bills in this other category. So my husband's credit card is $50, and my MasterCard is $40. And yes, those are minimum payments, and yes, we have paid them off before. My husband's something came up in February and he had to go on a trip, and then a couple of expenses have come up since then. So his credit card has, I think, 1,000 on it, and then my MasterCard, I've had to pay for, this might be personal information, but birth control. It is very expensive in Canada. Health insurance, or in British Columbia, health insurance didn't cover it all. So my, along with a couple other things that have come up, my MasterCard is at, I think, $450. So I know that's reverting back into using our credit cards, but those helped us from emergencies. And yes, we do have an emergency fund that is at, again, I think $450. So I know we're not doing well at all. My husband and I have had a serious talk about our finances and how we have been reverting back into old habits and how our debt is kind of creeping back. So in July we are going to do way better, and hopefully show you guys that we can do it. I know a lot of you guys like to look at influencers and get motivated from them, and I know that reverting back into debt is not motivating you guys at all, but I want to show you guys that yeah, this stuff happens, but if you notice the problems and then fix them, it can be changed again. So just knowing that you need to fix it and hopefully do better in the next month is all you can really ask for. So expenses, groceries. I also, for my expenses, I did buy 2 sets of cash envelopes from Mama's Got a Budget. So those will be coming soon. I cannot wait. I hope I have them for the beginning of July, because I will do a cash envelope stuffing with Canadian dollars, which will be so exciting. I hope you guys are excited for that. If you are, stay tuned, because I am definitely going to do those videos. Anyways, $800 for groceries. I know that may seem like a lot. I am on Weight Watchers now, so it is very expensive for very fresh food like fruits and vegetables and high proteins and stuff. So that is why our budget for groceries is still very high. $160 for gas. Eating out. I set this high for $100, but I know we won't do this. Like, I know we won't spend all this because I can't eat out and my husband really doesn't eat out. So we are definitely not going to spend all of that $100. $40 for allowance for my husband. This is more like a checking account cushion for him, because his bills do come out of his account, and he sends his entire check to our main account, so we do want a little bit of money in there at all times. For me, again, $40 to spend. I don't know if I'll be spending that because I really have nothing to buy. Maybe I'll buy clothes now that I'm not like buying like Tim Hortons. So maybe I'll buy clothes for myself, because now that I am not pregnant, all my clothes are really raggedy and disgusting. I really don't spend any money on myself. A lot of people know me as very frugal when it comes to buying clothes or shoes. Like, I have 1 pair of sandals, 1 pair of runners, and like 5 pairs of leggings and a couple shirts. Like, I don't have that much stuff. I'm kind of like a guy in that way. Like, I don't like to spend a lot of money on myself, especially when it comes to clothes. So maybe I'll buy clothes with my allowance, as I look like I am homeless. So kids are at 100. I have 2 kids. One is a month old. I can't believe my daughter is a month old already. It's crazy. And then my son is turning 2 in the month of July. So the $100 is for diapers, wipes, extra snacks, any clothing for them. I've had to get a lot of clothing for my son because he is outgrowing everything. Household. This is $100. We've been doing a lot of laundry with Summer and having a new baby. There's like puke everywhere, and my clothes get dirty a lot too. So we've been having to get a lot of detergent and fabric softener and dryer sheets. So household has been quite an expense lately. And other is like the miscellaneous category, like the catch-all for us. So we always have to have money in this category as it is very expensive for us. Everything pops up all the time, stupid expenses. So that's $13.90 altogether there. Then let's go to travel, or the sinking funds here. Travel. You might be wondering why we have a travel sinking fund when we have debt reoccurring. So this travel fund is for our trip in October to go see my family. They live 12 hours away, and we will be driving, my husband and I and both of our kids. So we need to get new tires, and as well as budget for that travel expense, because in BC where I'm going is Vancouver Island, and that is a ferry trip, and each ferry trip is about $150 each way, so about $300 just for the ferry. So that will be extremely expensive, that entire trip. So we are budgeting about $2,000. So I know that we have debt, but we really need to save for this travel, or this vacation, if you will. Or else if we don't start to save for that, we will max out these credit cards again, and I absolutely don't want that. So these credit cards can sit at this little minimum whatever I have, but I need to start saving for the travel fund. So that is the only reason why I have a sinking fund for traveling. So that is $51.70. How I got this number is by subtracting income versus bills and expenses and the other category, and everything subtracted, I only had $51.70 left over. I know you're supposed to save before you spend, but if I literally have to spend all my money on bills and expenses, which I need, then I don't really have anything to save. So this category is $51.70. What I try to do is cut down my expenses cut down the cost in expenses, and then that money that I save here will transfer over here. So hopefully it'll be way more than $51.70. So moving again on to the other category, my son's birthday. I budgeted $200 because last year I spent $200, so I really needed to budget wisely. I had, I think, a $50 budget last year when I was budgeting, when I just started this channel, and the $50 was absolutely not enough. I had to get food trays, I had to get him toys, I had to get balloons, some decorations, and when I tell you I do minimal birthdays, I do minimal, like I don't really do anything, and that still wasn't enough. I spent $100 on gifts and $100 on the food and the decorations and stuff. So that is why I have a $200 budget. And then birthdays, I have my mom's birthday. I have my mom's birthday and then my best friend's daughter's birthday, and she wanted money for her swing set, so I'm gonna throw $50 to that, and then I'm gonna get my mom a $25 gift card and obviously a birthday card, so that is $5. So 30 plus 50 is 80. So I want to spend around $80, but I budgeted $100. So again, if I save money there, it'll automatically go in the travel sinking fund. So $390 here. for this category. And I'm going to be right back. I want to total this up, and I have to do it off camera because my camera is my phone. So I will be right back. All right, so I am back, and the total for my bills are $2,713.90. So now let's zoom out. Now I got you guys zoomed out. Now it is time to finish and do the totals here. So I have a little guideline for you guys here: income, bills, expenses, debt snowball, sinking funds, and other. And so now we just take the totals in this gray section and put them here and zero out our budget. So income was $4,545.60. Bills were $2,713.90. Expenses were $1,390. Nothing for debt snowball, as we need to focus on our travel fund as of right this second. $51.70 for our sinking funds, and $390 for other expenses. These are bills, but as my bills, my bill category is all filled out, I just put them here. That's what you can do if you have way more bills, or you can just scratch the title out or white it out or whatever you want. So when you subtract everything together, that gives zero, and that is a zero-based budget. It's telling your money where to go, so you're not confused of having leftover money everywhere. So that is my July budget. Super boring. I wish my money were going elsewhere other than birthdays, but I'm going to try to keep it at a minimal. My husband has been telling me that he wants to get my son a swing set, which is super annoying because they are like $300 or $400, and I really don't have that money. So I told him, if you are serious about July and we keep our expenses down and we sell some things from our house and get money off of that, then I will buy him a swing set. So that is having adult conversations. For getting stuff that you want, you have to cut down other expenses or make extra money elsewhere. So that was a good conversation that I had with my husband about that. So we are excited about July. We hope to not spend a lot of money. Again, I'm getting cash envelopes, so we will do cash spending. So let's pray to the budgeting gods, like I always say, that we stick to our budget and come under budget so we can save a lot more than $51.70. While we're speaking of which, I want to go over my July budget goals quick. So I want to stay under budget. I want to throw my son a great party and not spend as much money. I want to save $200 in the travel sinking fund. And then I want 20 no spend days. And then I want to make an extra $50 from side hustles, whether that be my Etsy shop or selling things on Facebook, or, you know, babysitting somebody's kid, whatnot. So these are good goals to have. Again, I just stick them on the front and then I'll check them off if I complete them or not. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. That is my monthly budget setup and July monthly budget. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys are excited for my upcoming videos. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. See you guys later. Bye.